Probates are the legal documents which states about the assets and estates of deceased persons. To understand the depth in probate handling, we should take the consideration of few important things, knowing about the probate estates, probate initiators, probate processing. Probate estates are the entirety of the deceased person's belongings, which may include all real and personal property, as well as other non-physical assets like bank account funds and securities. Certain assets don't pass through probate system and can be directly claimed by certain survivors. These are called non-probate assets. The following list represents some non-probate estates. Non-probate assets under common law: living trusts, community property agreements, joint tenancy property, joint bank accounts with right of survivorship, IRAs and other retirement funds, employment benefit contracts, life insurance plans. Some assets may be converted into non-probate status under state laws, such as bank accounts and credit union accounts up to certain amount, unpaid wages, social security benefits, some vehicles, some U.S. saving bonds, certain IRS tax refunds. Again, the complete list of non-probate assets will vary according to state-specific laws. There will also be different requirements associated with each asset. Probate initiators: the prime role to initiate the probates is carried by an executor or personal representative. Is a person designated in the will by the deceased person decedent to distribute the decedent estate to. It is the executor of the estate who generally initiates the probate legal process. Some of the crucial responsibilities carried out by the executors are: they must locate the will and the death certificate. Then they notify all employers, government agencies, and financial organizations of the death. Next, the executor usually contacts an attorney to help to deal with the probate court and determine whether probate is even necessary. Along with the executor, any person with an interest in the estate can initiate probate if the executor has failed to do so. For example, with debtor estates, beneficiaries may have incentive to start probate, and so the creditors will have to stop the process in order to get what little assets remain. Probate processing: it is the formal process that determines how the assets of a deceased person are handled. Understanding the probate process can be useful to avoid various disputes and contests that may occur upon the death of the respective person. Some important stages in estate probate include proving that the will of the deceased is valid, identifying and appraising the property of the deceased, managing payment of all debts and taxes related to the estates of the deceased, distributing the decedent's property as defined by the will. Issues with the probate estate can often be very demanding, since the process involves basically the entire person's belongings. It is advisable to consult a qualified estate planning attorney in the respective area can ensure that the assets are properly protected according to local laws. The main function of a probate attorney is to help with estate planning and to draft a will, so that the estate will avoid the probate process after death. Estate planning involves many different tasks like identifying and classifying the different assets and assigning them to the corresponding recipients. Probate attorneys are often involved if there are contested wills or other disputes over property. In other ways, probates can be avoided, because it involves a time-consuming process that may result in serious disputes over property. A number of legal mechanisms exist that enable a person to distribute property upon death while avoiding probate. For X, a person can avoid probate by utilizing trusts, life insurance policies, and joint tenancy. Coming to the interest of realtors on probates is to serve the executors, attorneys, and heirs. They also deal with the probate assets directly in the failure of executors' efforts with the probates. The REAL can give a wide range of services to the persons dealing with the probates. The main support services provided by the realtors are probate evaluation, probate liquidation, probate cleaning, probate security. For free sample probate leads with real estate, visit www.realsupermarket.com. One can request for free samples of obituaries with real estate, inherited leads, eviction records, absentee landlords data, code violations filings, foreclosures listing, new homeowner data, and others data by visiting www.realsupermarket.com.